Good afternoon to everyone. I was supposed to speak in forenoon, but now it's good afternoon. And I'm also going to cut on the time of the next session, which should have started by now. Nonetheless, it's a great privilege to be here and to share dice with the new DG, possibly attending RICE meeting for the first time. And congratulations to you for having joined only recently. Dr. D.K. Yadav, the again very active and dynamic Deputy Director General. Dr. R.C. Agarwal, again very energetic and enlightened person. Dr. A.K. Singh, who is a stalwart in rice research. Dr. Janaiya, Dr. Sharda Devi, Dr. A.K. Singh, Dr. Pradhan, and of course the leader of the Rice Institute here, and many colleagues in the audience whom I know, with whom I have had interactions, and some of them are present and some of them are not there. Some of them are not able to attend. But let me just mention few. Maybe I would miss many, but let us remember S.V.S. Shastri, who was a great leader for rice research program in our country. And we are celebrating today 60th year of this program. And these people should be remembered. Dr. E.A. Siddique. And then in the audience I see Dr. Krishna Kumar, Dr. Mishra, Dr. Anand Kumar, Dr. Ravinder Babu, Dr. V.P. Singh, B.N. Singh, Sanjay Kumar, Tara Satyarthi, Ravi Mathur, V.K. Singh, Vishnath Chinnaswamy, Gopal Krishna, and many those who have either earlier contributed and now providing the leadership to this important All India Coordinated Rice Improvement Program. First of all, on the Diamond Jubilee, we must really be happy to what we have achieved and what has been given by this All India program to our nation. All India Coordinated Programs are the flagship programs of the Indian Council of Agriculture Research. You won't find them anywhere in other world. And I can tell you, this has helped us to bring the entire family together, to share our knowledge, to share our resources, to share even our materials, genetic resources, and testing them, and then sitting together, agreeing to a common decision for their release. You won't find this kind of scenario, which I think is unparalleled. And I hope this kind of system would further get strengthened as we go along and would be highlighted, which the new Director General mentioned that communication should now be a major priority. Also, I would like to, because time is short and like to not say too much, but whatever we have achieved are remarkable. I don't have to repeat those. And I think Dr. Sundaram, you had very nicely given in your report, a very exhaustive and comprehensive report. So congratulations to you, through you to the entire rice family. We have come a long way, and as far as rice is concerned, it is our major staple food, and it occupies about 25% of our cultivable area. We have the largest area in the whole world under rice, and we are second producer as far as rice production is concerned. So let us try to compare. Sometimes comparison I don't really appreciate, but generally people say compare with China, because China is the largest consumer and also the largest producer. But their area is 30 million hectares only compared to ours, which is ranging anywhere between 44 to 46 million hectares. Their productivity is more than 6 tons and ours is 3. Or 3.8 you said. So I consider this as again option for the future. I don't consider it as a negative, in negative term, because if it is low, we can always improve and increase our productivity by bringing in efficiency in the agriculture research system. So the challenge is how do we improve our productivity per hectare. And we know we have more problems than probably China, because that's the temperate climate, when it is tropical, and when it is all with floods, deep water, also the rain-fed areas, the highland areas, people try to grow it and would not like to leave. So there should be, no doubt, a clear strategy now for future. 60 years is a good time to only not, and I congratulate so many publications have been brought out and released. It's a great strength. And Dr. Agarwal said so much of information, this should all be documented properly so that it is not lost. And as also Dr. Yadav mentioned, that it is the high time that we try to project whatever we have achieved. And those are really remarkable, whether it is the improved varieties, whether it is basmati rice, whether it is export, in that export area also. I think Balotia ji had said very clearly what are the concerns, but also there are achievements. I mean, about 11 to 12 billion US dollars out of $55 billion from agriculture export today coming from rice puts us in a very important situation. A special situation because the whole world, WTO, Trumponomics is creating now, in fact, overall at the global level, some kind of cripples. And we have to see what would we do. But when you look at the export of rice, you are not exporting mainly to America, so we are not worried. But we have to also see the new niche for export. And even China is importing, is the major importer from us. Though they are producing much more than us, they are, as against us, they are producing more than 200 million tons. but they still, because they are mainly dependent on rice as staple food. In our country, we have diversified food habits, and that's possibly. But somebody also says that this export is whether worth it, because 1 kilo of rice would require 1500 to 2500 liters of water. So is it to be exported when we have the problems in those areas where you are growing it and where it is in excess, that you are producing and water tables are going down? So conserving of our natural resources, and then climate change and Paris Agreement also tells us that this about 13% greenhouse gas emission which comes from agriculture, mainly from the animals, rice production and misuse of fertilizers. So rice production technology has to be now much more made resilient and efficient. And that is a challenge for us for future research. I think there is enough information available. It's not that if you have to, and that's why we are talking, go for direct seeded rice, basmati rice. You talk in the context of also micro irrigation, even the Director General experiment at Borlaug Institute, I had seen that you can even go for the system of micro irrigation for rice production and increase productivity. Again, recently the new varieties which have come up, which are herbicide tolerant, they offer new options, and new science seem to be going into that, and about biofortified varieties also has been talked. But then how they reach to the end user. We should just simply not be happy that so many have been now released by us. And also there is a concern that all these varieties which have been released, whether it is rice, wheat or millets, which are the extant varieties or notified varieties, they are all not yet registered under the Plant Variety Protection Act, which we intentionally brought out to protect these important genetic resources. And one thing is again there that when you release, at the end, you see that there are many, if not gold, but there are silver varieties. And those silver varieties, if not released, are lost. But they have many useful traits, characteristics. And are we protecting those as well as a matter which should be looked into? And hybrid rice area, much has been said. Actually, my task has been made easier by AK, then by RC, then by DK, and then by ML. I need not say much actually and delay you further, but the issue is that China, when we first got the information, myself, Dr. Swaminathan, and also even ED, Dr. Virmani, had gone to Changsha to attend the first international hybrid rice. I was Deputy Director General Croft then, in place of Dr. Yadav. And we were all amazed to know that out of 30 million hectare, 15 million hectare, which is 50%, was covered under hybrid rice in China, and each hectare was providing additional 1 ton of yield, which means 15 tons of yield additional they were getting just by one technology. And for so many years, now they have the materials, as I understand, super hybrids, 12 to 15 tons of capacity. So why we cannot now promote this? And we laid a lot of emphasis, and I am happy that if we would have not started that hybrid project, probably we would have not seen hybrid rice in India. But since it has been done, should we be happy where we are? 25 years and just 3.5 million hectare area. What is the problem? Let's sit down and understand. And why can't we increase it? And even if some good hybrids have now gone to Punjab and Haryana, I was happy 2 years back. There was, in fact, line and police had to come to just stop the kind of cows for getting the seed of hybrid rice. And now Punjab has banned hybrid rice. Why banned? Because the industry has said that there is more blockage. And why industry has said more blockage? Because there had been delay in the procurement against MSP by the government. So the what level of, in that you require, they have been delayed. So the blockage has become higher. This is not the cause of the variety or hybrid. This is the management, which is not right. And on that context, then there is a kind of ban put in. We have to look into this, and therefore the knowledge, science-based policy, advocacy is our responsibility. And I am worried that why Punjab Agriculture University is not raising voice on this. Why our scientists are not raising voice on this. And what is right and what is wrong, and why blame. That would mean that it would not spread then in those areas. And if there is a problem of blockage, then scientifically we will have to look very critically and urgently. Also, there is a problem. People say that the quality is not that good. So if the quality is not good, then are we not improving quality of other rice varieties? Why can't we improve in hybrid? What's the problem? So I think there had been a complacency, and recently we had national conference on the hybrid technology for all crops, and could find out that there are new options and opportunities, even the two-line options, which Jawahar Ali had said. I wish Jawahar Ali was here. I don't see the ERI representation so strongly as it used to be before. So the partnership, one or two, but not at the leadership level. So you have now a Rice Research Center also established by the help of the government of India. And where is the leader of the Rice Research Center? I think we have to also not just take these things lightly, that they take money and they do job independently and they are not partner in the system. This partnership had been, if partnership was not there before, with Dr. Kush, with Dr. Borlaug, with Dr. Virmani, these revolutions which we had, green revolutions, would have not come. If we have to continue with sustaining these revolutions, we have to see that we work as a team and we work together. Also, at this stage, I would say 2-3 more points, that we have to have proper technology for rice cultivation and its management, and see to it that the nutrient management in rice is made more efficient. Water use I have already said, and also the use of pesticides, particularly issue is now coming up or emerging for herbicides. But how much herbicide or pesticides India is using? Only 300 kg per hectare of all crops. And you look at China, it is 12 to 13 kg per hectare. If you look at Brazil, it is about 7 kg. If you come to USA, it is 5 kg. And with 300 kg, we start saying, oh, we are using too much. And then among them, it is reverse trade in India. It is not the more use of herbicides. Globally, in all other countries, the maximum use is of herbicides. In the insecticides and then the fungicides and then herbicides. We have to reverse that also. And if we have to reverse that, should not be worried about people say there will be herbicide tolerance. There will be, so we have to come out with new molecules, we have to do more research. And if there is a good variety, then we are going to miss that opportunity. Tomorrow, the options which are new will be lost. Similarly, now there are opportunities of the new genome-edited materials about which I was told, and I congratulate again. If it is there, then it has to be released. But if it has to be released, then we have to have permission or some memorandum of understanding for the genome technology, the IP of which is now with Corteva. Will we be able to release even if we have identified? When we will do it? At the end, when it is ready, but then it will wait for some other things. So we have to be proactive and we should plan. And we should not delay these issues for long. So please increase as a mission mode area under hybrid rice, wherever there is possibility, strengthen research again on hybrid rice, TGMS lines, use of TGMS lines offer great opportunity as 2 lakh, and I am told that seed production is more than 3 tons per hectare in that approach. So why can't, but it looks to me that it is a routine matter, and most of those breeders were trained by Yuan Longping, because I not only started hybrid rice that time, but I requested the father of hybrid rice to come to India at the cost of our ICAR for at least 3 consecutive years, and he worked with Dr. Siddiq and the scientists at Hyderabad. And trained our scientists. I said, you won't give me material. That he agreed and he came for 3 years continuously. And that's how we started, and perhaps we just forget now, And we are the second largest, whatever is 3.5 million hectare area, still we are the second largest after China. And we have all the potential. Third is, I think, that Philippines released, but Philippines is less. But Vietnam has come, but Vietnam gets most of the hybrids from China, the seed from China. So the area is with them, but may not be their own hybrid. Coming then also to the conservation agriculture, we started rice wheat conservation program. Knew it very well that zero-till is the option, and I think MLU were also there, involved in it and very aggressively involved. And Rice Wheat Consortium program was one of the, again, flagship program of CGIR at that time. And I had received on behalf of the North, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, India, and CGIR, the King Bodawin Award, which was given to ICR. And that was considered to be the best eco-regional program at that time. And that has given now the basis for the entire CGIR to reorient their program around eco-regional system. So for our country, we would now require further, as we go to look for Viksit Bharat and future strategy, let us have eco-regional program for whether it is irrigated rice, rain-fed rice, deep water rice, and so on. And see to it that the rice system where we have zero-till program, again I am told the figure is something like 5 million hectares we have achieved by now. And how many years? And we have 10 million hectare area under rice wheat in the Indo-Gangetic plain. तो और अभी एक जनरेशन और लगेगी to cover, and we will wait for that. And I think this generation will also be gone. I have all hopes in this new generation now, and I hope you don't let this opportunity also slip. So complacency, I think, has to be addressed very aggressively and urgently as we move forward. We have to look at our export strategy. I think this is pride, a matter of pride, that India is the largest exporter of rice and wheat if put together. Those are the days when we were importing 10 million tons when I took PhD at IRI, and we didn't have money to buy the seed. So we got it in PL 480. And today you are the world leader in export of rice and wheat. We have turned the table completely. And having turned this table completely, we don't see any long-term import-export policy. Today, you just have switch on, rice will be exported. Tomorrow you have switch off, rice will not be exported. Who is going to buy from us if we are not stable exporters and able to really have our, and then we have to look for new markets. The markets that are there currently are only, as I see, China, the Arab countries, and then to some extent also Philippines. But the other competitors we have to see, and they are Burma, Vietnam. China can never be exporter. They are even importing, and even they are using rice as feed for their pigs because they depend on their meat through pig. So that scenario is different. So we will continue to be leader in that. But what is our strategy for rice export, and how will we continue being the leader in rice export? It will be an issue which we should try to look at. And last point is that please, this program is, I in my view, and having seen as young scientist and all through, that perhaps there is no other good program than this. Dr. H.K. Jain, my teacher that time, was in Istal, and he had asked me, I was heading the crop division, that can you come to Africa and tell our breeders in Africa that what is the advantage of or strength of this All India Coordinated Program. So I went 12 countries, major rice producing, and their breeders were there. We had meeting in Kenya, and after a week then I gave them the response slip. And response slip, the last question was whether you would be willing to adopt this program in your country. And the answer was 99% no. Then I sat with them and I said, why? They said, I cannot give my material to anybody till it is released. This is the fact. Here you see, we are giving with all the faith in the system. So see the strength. And this strength must be recognized. And I said, well, this is again, you have to talk to our leaders who put this program together. And thanks to all of you, you come together, sit together, share everything, and you believe in the system. Sometimes there could be some gaps and lapses, but we always iron it out, you know. So this system has survived, and let us try to make it, you know, further one of the strongest system, and make sure by now working, time changes. Even in ICR, I hear that why should we pay for the people who are appointed in state universities under ICRIP? It is their responsibility. अरे भाई ये नहीं होता तो कुछ भी काम नहीं होता रिसर्च का कहीं. Rajasthan is having a moat crop, which is a major pulse crop, having 1 million hectare area, constantly for last 3 decades. And if there is any breeder for moat pulse crop, it is only under the coordinated program. If you take out a coordinated program, there will be nobody, because they are even not worried, they are not thinking about these things. And this is the big picture we should take. We should not be, and in that process, probably you have to sit and revisit your MOU with the state agricultural university and the state governments involved and see how much they can contribute. Not that we just say that we will not give you. How much you can now contribute and explain to them the benefit of it. And then I think there could be 75-25 or 50-50, whatever it is. But we have to see that this program doesn't get affected by just simply saying why center should give. Center, if would have not given, then the states would have not been able to move forward. So that part, no doubt now the states have come up and many of them are capable of themselves. So this part also may be looked into while we move forward. With these, I would like to congratulate again Dr. Sundaram and your program, to all rice breeders and to all those who are present here, and my best wishes, and also I would say the expectations are high. Dr. Mangilal, from you, but you are young, you are energetic. I could see the energy when you are speaking. Possibly you are able to grasp the situation with good colleagues, with you, Dr. DK, RC, and we have experts we are all with you, make the National Agriculture Research System again a glory for the future.
Thank you, sir, for your thoughtful remarks on the various issues that need to be addressed in rice research, production and policy, and also for highlighting the importance of AGRIP networks. A heartfelt thanks for your guidance and support from the whole of love and affection. We would like to honor the dignitaries on the dais with a small memento. I request our beloved director to felicitate the dignitaries. Paroda, former DG ICAR and Secretary there,